Who knew you could get a six-pack by standing around? I'm going to show you exactly how to do that today. What's up guys, Jeff Cavalier, ATHLEAN-X.com. Time to get a six-pack by having you guys stand around. Now, you had to have known me for too long now to realize that I'll let you just sit there and do nothing. I'm going to have you stand, but we're going to have you work. This is a concept that I addressed in our last video here about increasing our strength by getting rid of our energy leaks. And most often on every single exercise, one of the biggest energy leaks is through the core. And that's because a lot of us don't know how to engage our core properly. I say it all the time, sometimes even guys will even comment, what does he mean by engage? Well, it's more than just your abs, guys. You'll see the core is obviously a whole group of muscles that go all the way around the back, up through the front that we see, up underneath the rib cage. So how do we get those two contract together? Really simple, guys. There's an exercise that I incorporate into my ab training routine. It's just a static isometric move. And some people are going to say, oh, isometrics? That's so 1980s. No, that's not really. There used to be full workout programs based around isometrics, but there's always a place for them, okay? Especially mixed into a workout program that's utilizing typical concentric and eccentric moves. So an isometric, what you want to do, grab something really heavy, okay? What happens is as soon as I grab something heavy, it could be a dumbbell, a plate, a kettlebell in this case, as soon as I do that, this side of my core, this side of my body, has to contract to prevent this thing from dropping me down here, okay? So it has to contract hard right in through here in order to prevent that lean. If you lean even a little bit more, you can see a little bit more activation over here. It's hard for me to speak to because I should be bearing down. Now, we talked about the other day in that video, if you haven't seen it, I should put a link of it right over here somewhere. You have to watch this video on how to increase your strength because it really does, it's not magic, but it really does work right away. You have to be able to tighten up and tighten down. So if I was doing an overhead shoulder press, what you'd see underneath here is this. Everything tight. Tight through the core, tight through the chest, up over here as I'm pressing. That's what you should see. That's what you should feel. Because everything else becomes a lot lighter with those energy leaks plugged up. Okay, you're not getting that dissipation. But me just standing here in a contraction for this long, about a minute and a half, really works the core. Now, to give myself a second of a break, we obviously have to work the other side too. But how do we make it even more challenging if we do think we have a strong core already? Well, you pick up the dumbbell again, I'm going to work this side. Obviously, this side now does the work, and I lift up a leg. Okay, so now I have to work even harder right here to hold that. What do? Whoa, we got to muscle up again. Through the glute, in through the core here, through the chest, the shoulders, the arm, everything should be working together to really fight that. And most of all, keep this side here working. We want to get a little bit more extreme, then you stand on the same side leg because now all this weight wants to pull me over here. I have my center of gravity way to the right and all this weight to the left. That becomes even more challenging. And again, I just hold. Right there, guys. An isometric, I'm standing around, could be between sets, okay? Grab a plate, could be even just consciously between your sets when you're carrying your dumbbells from one location to the next. Work on tightening up through your core. You'll be amazed at what it can do to help carve in that six-pack, provided you got your diet in place, you're following your nutrition plan, making sure that you're eating well, right? I don't care how good a six-pack you have underneath or how strong it is, you ain't going to see it if all you're doing is eating crap. So, that being said, guys, you got to start doing more in your workouts. Don't rest in between workouts. We covered this too. Your workouts should be fast and intense. Take up your rest time by working. Do something like that, okay? It's not related to the chest you're working or your shoulders or your biceps. You can work your core indirectly between those periods as well. The Complete ATHLEAN-X program, guys, is what we do. And as a matter of fact, we stress eating and eating well but in a way that's very realistic. We say it's the meal plan for guys, because guys don't necessarily know how to cook that much. They don't necessarily have all the time in the world to prepare. We make it dead simple, easy, and make it easy for you guys to start to rip off that fat so you can look great underneath and incorporate techniques like this to tie it all together. If you haven't, guys, you can grab that program at ATHLEAN-X.com. In the meantime, try this, just one, and see how it feels, and make sure you leave me a thumbs up when it starts to burn. I'll see you guys back here in a few days. We'll try to do something Thanksgiving ready to get you guys ready for the big day.